Hello and welcome to today's video. Thank you for tuning in. As you know from the title, the Rovyvon A8 Gen4 is what I'll be reviewing today. A few weeks back I did a review video of my EDC items where I was featuring this Maratak flashlight, EDC flashlight that works on a AAA battery. Rechargeable or single use, that's up to you, but it does not have a recharging port, unlike the Rovyvon. So I had it on my keychain, and recently I wanted to upgrade it because it is a bit heavy for today's standards, and the size, battery technology as well as the LED technology has evolved significantly since I purchased this. When I did buy it about 15 years ago, this was top-notch, one of the best LED technologies that you could get. So 15 years passed, I still used it. There was no cracks, no flaws or blemishes to this. This is actually handmade, milled in the States. Still like the flashlight, but I wanted to upgrade, so I researched, and I actually did a lot of research, just like I usually do when I'm about to invest into something that I'll be using frequently. I always try to go for high quality and value for money as well. As most of you know, most expensive doesn't necessarily mean the best. So I stopped my choice on the Rovyvon A8 4th gen because of the multiple very useful features that this flashlight has. We'll go over them, and this distinguishes them from the Rovyvon brand from any other. There are some generic remakes or clones of this flashlight that you can get for under $10. But if you can afford the Rovyvon, I strongly recommend you go for the quality, because everything about this flashlight is different from the generic ones other than the looks. The LED technology is different, the bulb is different, the circuit board is different, and I'm sure that the quality of the cell inside is also different. Rovyvon seems to be a brand that does R&D, their own R&D, because they've been coming out with new models, and they seem to be improving upon the previous models, taking feedback, considering feedback, etc. So they seem to be a very good brand. Also, in flashlights, they have a wide, blinding amount of variety. You can get aluminum, you can get titanium, these plastic casings. You can also get different combinations of lights. You can get this similar form factor without these lights. That's the A3s and A1, A2 series. But for my personal use, I found this to be the best proposition from the company. Why is because it just packs so much into a tiny form factor that I haven't seen any other brand do it, or do it to this quality. So as you can tell, I'm very fond of the light. Now, aside from the Maratek, I've dealt with all lights. This is the Baton SR1 without the rechargeable port. so I have a rechargeable battery inside. But as you can see, the form factor, I purchased it, I like the functions, but first of all, it only has this one LED light similar to the Maratac. But the form factor, I mean, look at it. This I keep on my keychain, and this keychain is constantly inside my pocket. So it's obviously I wouldn't want something large in there, even though again this has good lighting, so does this. Both are water resistant, you can use them outdoors during rain, etc. Same with the Rovyvon. So let's move this out for now. I will do a short comparison of the throw and the strobe and everything outside in the dark, but for now let me go over some features. Obviously I've already unboxed it. It comes in this packaging, in this box, and what you get with the Rovyvon A8 Gen4, if you get this version, and as I said, there is a different combinations of lights you can get. I wanted the UV and the red light, so this, well, we'll see, has all three varieties of lights in here, on top of the main bulb, main LED. So you get a tiny sticker, you get your warranty card, and your user manual. The user manual is okay. It is in English, and it gives you the combinations, the number of pushes, clicks that you need to do to get to these specific settings. But of course, we're men and we don't read instructions, we just push the buttons until we get to the setting that we want, right? We learn as we go. But interesting information in there as to how many lumens you're lighting and how the longevity of the battery for each of those settings, etc. So it's useful, don't throw it out. The Rovyvon comes with two rings, this smaller one and a larger one, depending on how you're using it. It also comes with an extra silicone flop or silicone cover for the charging port, which is executed very sleek, very nice. It does not protrude. It's actually hard to get it out, but you probably will need to recharge the battery, say once a month or maybe once in 2 months, depending on the frequency, how frequently you use it. But I haven't really had the need to charge it for the 1 month that I've been using it, but for this review I charged it up to full capacity. So yeah, just in case you lose the cover, you have an extra one, the silicone cover. And then you have two magnet options. One option is the butt cap that attaches, clicks to this. There's some indentations on both sides, and it kind of clicks in place like so. And then you can use that magnet. It's strong enough, as you can see, to, actually this should be stainless steel, but it still clicks and holds on all directions, and a much stronger magnet on the clip, so it has two magnets. I'm not using the butt cap, so I have that off in my daily carry, but in case you find use for that, you have that option. The clip comes off very easy and goes on very easy, and there's from what I understand only one place, because of the contouring here, there's only one way that the clip can go on, and it is a logical place for it because the button and the functions are on the other side. So if you were to wear this on a cap or on a piece of clothing, you have access to the functions and the lights. Again, very nice clip. I would depend on this, and the magnet is also good. I do have to mention that after 15 years of use, this had a clip, and the cool thing about that clip was it was reversible, so you could reverse it and clip it here or here. And I was trying to take it off as usual, and it broke into this bend section. That was rather disappointing. So this, it's a copper one, doesn't come with a magnet. The only way now to carry it is, I guess, through the ring. But I don't have a way of clipping this to my cloth or a cap. I don't think that could or would happen with this clip because it is way more robust. The only minor gripe that I have with the construction is in this section where I think that the plastic is slightly thinner than I would have liked it to be. This section here, sorry, right there. Now, I don't know about the longevity. It is rather thick here in this section, so that'll definitely help out. I've seen a review of Rovyvon A8. Somebody disassembled it and was hitting the shell, the plastic shell, with a hammer, and it seemed quite durable. And these same plastics are used in motorcycle helmets, etc. So depending on the mixture and how you produce it, it could actually be rather resilient and tough. This seems to be that plastic, but I would have still liked this area to have maybe 1 millimeter thicker plastic here, just for the longevity. I was concerned about this getting scratched up in my pocket and losing some of the transparency, but that does not seem to be the case so far. So let's get on to the functions. The flashlight only has one button, but it's a multi-function button. So it has an immediate flashlight where you just push it, and on the second it will light up the turbo 600 plus 650 lumens, and it is a blinding light at night. To turn the constant light on, you have to push twice, so 1, 2, and that gives you the moonlight. That should be 0.5 lumens and lasts on a full charge 175 hours. Then you have your medium and your high, 650 lumens. Again, we'll go out and see how that illuminates the surrounding. To access the side functions, the side lights, you push 3 times for the UV light. So 1, 2, 3, and that gives you the UV. As you can see, it's not only the UV that lights up, but the side light, kind of reddish light as well. I don't know why. I don't know what function that serves, but just to show that this works, you see that yellow. Let's see. Maybe I'll turn this down right there. So you see that yellow strip on the 50, both sides, and the red one on the $100 bill. So the UV light works. Also, you can charge up your loomed watch. If you have a watch with loom, you can charge it up. Then to toggle between the next functions, you've got this red light that you could use for camping. You push it one more time and it will start slow flash, and then push it one more time and the red strobe comes on. Both of these slow and fast red flashes can be used in SOS situations, as well as something like a bike light. You can hang it onto your belt or your backpack, and it'll increase your safety. You're more visible on the road, etc. Now this also has we're not done yet, two more lights, two more settings, I shall say. So if I push this 4 times, it'll switch it to the white light or yellow light, depending on the option that you purchase. Again, they have a huge variety of options. So that's one strength, the weaker one, I believe, and it can become stronger. Yeah, stronger. And that's around 2010 and then 25 lumens approximately. These are very good for camping. You can turn the lower or the higher one on, hang this inside your tent, and you've got light. You can do the same with the moonlight, of course. So 1, 2, and then if you keep it at the moonlight, this is the moonlight, sorry. I was saying this was the moonlight, it's not. The moonlight is 0.5 lumens, and as I said, it lasts, or supposed to last, 175 hours. So let's go outside now and have a look at how this tiny light compares to the Maratak, the O-Light, and then I have this Vizeri brand that I also purchased years back. It is a tactical light with a very nice pointed throw of light, but this is a significantly larger, stronger, comes with 18650, but it'll be good to see how far technology has evolved and to see a comparison. This is probably about 10 times larger in mass than this. Okay, let's go outside. So I will start off with this Vizeri tactical flashlight, 18650 battery, just to show how much luminescence we can get. Obviously this has a function of narrowing the throw. That luminescent light up there, that white light, white road sign, is about 100 yards, so 100 meters, and that gives you the distance. So we are lighting up the road. You can see more if I light up the side of the grass, the gravel, and then it recently rained, so the road is dark. So this is the strongest output from the Vizeri. Now I cycled through medium and low. This is low, as you can see. Again, I can widen the throw, but let's do the max. So this is the max, and we can see the entire length of the road. Well, I can, and you will probably be picking that up. Not as well on the video, but still. So this is what the large battery flashlight can do. Now this is not a cheap flashlight. It was quite pricey at the time of purchase, about 10 years ago though. So let me now do the Maratak, which was my daily driver, daily EDC. This is medium, and it gives me a throw of about 20 yards max. I've got a low, barely visible, then medium, and then high. So this does medium, low, high. That's the sequence of output on the Maratak flashlight. But it reflects on the road sign, but you can barely see the road. So on the max, which is about 90 to 100 lumens on this flashlight, you can barely see about 30-35 yards out, and that's it. The next one I'll demonstrate will be the Olight Baton SR1. So this is the very first one that they came out with. This would be a low, so low, medium, and turbo. This does light up the entire length of the road. If you're able to see that on the video, it reaches the road sign and passes beyond and lights up the entire length of the road. So this is very good for a tiny pocket light, but this is not tiny, especially by today's standards, comparing it to flashlights such as the Aurora series or the Tiki, etc. Today's standards are even tinier. So that's the Olight, and obviously all the other lights that I just showed have just one main bulb, which gives you an output of different intensities. So this is the Rovyvon, the star of the show today, the smallest flashlight, and arguably maybe the strongest. Maybe not by lumens necessarily, but the combination of the build quality, the lens, the reflector, everything in combination gives you a very good result. So this is the quick on function, where you just hold down the power button, and on the second it will light up and give you the maximum output. But if we go through we cycle through the modes, so 2 clicks, and that is the low mode. This is not the Moonlight. The Moonlight will be if I cycle through, so it does low, medium, high. So that's low, medium, high, and then the next one it gives, which you can barely see, but you can see here that it is lighting up my hand. This is half lumen, called the Moonlight, and as claimed by Rovyvon, this should last 175 hours if fully charged, if the battery is fully charged. So that's a great claim. So let's look at the distance again. Low, medium gives me about 30 yards, 35 yards, and then the highest setting goes all the way out to the 100 yards and even beyond. And so if you do leave the flashlight on the max output, which is 650 lumens, it does get warm, and it will throttle down to about 400 or 450 after some time, to avoid overheating. We've got a little frog here. Let's check him out. Hello, frog. As I said, oh, a snail, a frog. He likes the light. And a few snails actually. One snail there, another snail there. Could do a entire survival video, surviving in the wild. Oh, there's snails all along the side of the road. Yes, they came out. So as you can see, I have not switched off. I still have the flashlight on max output, but I do think it already throttled down because it's not getting any warmer. It kind of actually cooled down a bit, and it is not lighting up as far as it did on 650 lumens. So okay, those are the main light bulb functions. Now let's do 1, 2, 3. 3 clicks gives you the UV light, which is useful for checking money, authenticity, checking for bodily fluids inside the hotel bathrooms and on the bed, etc. But for the outdoors, you cycle, so you push one more time, it gives you the red light, and this is plenty for just moving around and getting about on a campsite. And as you know, the red light is less irritating than white or yellow light during nighttime. If you push that one more time, it gives you the slow beacon light, slow flashing red light. And if you push it one more time, it gives you the fast flash, which would be useful as a safety light on a bicycle or motorcycle. And so push it one more time, it goes back to the UV light. Push it for a couple seconds, it turns off. So if we do 4 clicks, 1, 2, 3, 4, it gives the yellow side light, which is very useful for hanging this inside your camp. You can also use the moonlight, obviously, but this spreads the light out better than the concentrated beam from the main light bulb. So you would use this to light up inside your tent during camping or tarp. If we click this one more time, it intensifies, increases the lume. So let me bring this over to the tree here, and you can see that this light does provide enough lighting. Let's look at the tree. So if we imagine that we're inside a tent, we can see the the surrounding area quite well. Let's try the lower one. So if you click it one more time, it will just cycle back to the lower lighting. This is about 10.5, 11 lumens. And again, this is plenty to light up inside your tent. If you wanted to read, you would just push one more time. And now this gives you plenty of light to read. Okay, so those are the functions that this tiny flashlight packs inside. And very happy with how it's performing so far, and all of the functionality of it, the magnets, how it's thought out and everything. Quite happy. Now, as you saw outside, it surpasses easily the Maratak. Does even better than this huge tactical light with an 18650 battery. That was quite surprising, and matches the all light baton for the main LED, but on top of that has UV red, the red strobe, and then 2 different levels of the side lights. On top of that, it is shorter by a couple of millimeters and 1/3 of the width. It has both butt battery, on the back, and side, not battery, sorry, magnet and side magnet, whereas the old light only has the butt magnet or bottom magnet. Olight is a great brand. They make great lights. Obviously, I've spent money on them, but for now, my money is with Rovyvon. I'm going to try to get some more of their EDC flashlights in the compact size factor and review and compare. But as I said, I don't know any other brand, and if you do, please engage in the comment section. Tell me what I've been missing. But I don't know any other brand that has an offer package of this quality and similar value for money. So I've purchased this with my own money. This is not a sponsored review, and I'm trying to be unbiased. I strongly recommend this keychain flashlight as a compact EDC flashlight. I don't know that any other brand can match this value for money for now. Maybe they'll come up with something. As I said again, there are some generic clones offering the same idea but significantly lower quality, and they won't hold up as long as you know, as I've told you, I've been using this for 15 years. If this holds up, I'll probably be using it for another 15 years until technology makes another huge leap, and the next flashlights will be about that size probably and offering even more functionality than this. Why? Is because, again, when I was purchasing this was top notch. When I was purchasing this in its size factory, it was top notch. But things move along, and brands develop, technology develops and progresses. So very happy with the light. Thank you very much for staying with me, and please do give the video a like, subscribe if you like the content, and I hope to come back with another review comparison of a lineup of some other Rovyvon flashlights. If you have any interests, any specific Rovyvon flashlights that you would like me to review, please let me know, and I will pass on the message to the company. Hopefully they'll send them in. Thanks again, cheers, and have a good one.